Welcome back to the Edamame Anime Club. I'm Steve. I'm joined with my co-host.
Joel.
And what anime are we doing today? Be specific.
Dandadan Season 2.
We are doing Dandadan Season 2. All right. Well, let's jump into this episode, guys. So I first want to say that, let's crack open some cold ones first.
Let's do that.
I'm drinking Angry Orchid had a Halloween, and this is where in the Halloween season, I'm drinking the Blood Orange, which actually has Jason Voorhees on it.
I'm drinking the Noka Weekend Water. It's just water with electrolytes and
alcohol.
No bubbles and alcohol. Yeah. So, yeah.
Kimpai. All right, nice. All right, so we've done Dandadan, I believe, already for a first look, and I want to say we've done like a full season review on it. If we haven't, check the channel. We've been dropping episodes like crazy. But Dandadan Season 2 was kind of it's our first Season 2 review we're doing. We've never done a Season 2 review ever. And two, we actually went and watched. We wanted to do the movie review. We went and watched the movie, but I fell asleep.
As he does. Usually.
As I do, yeah. I fell asleep, guys.
Through movies.
Actually, if it's this movie was filmed a little differently, in the sense that, well, I guess. So we're coming fresh off the Demon Slayer Infinity arc.
Mm-hmm.
That was a full movie with basically brand new, all new material. In Dandadan, the movie, the first two episodes were like a review. Or the first episode was three episodes in one, and the first was a review.
Was it 3 episodes or was it 2 episodes?
It had to be
2.
They had a lot to do with it had to be 3.
So if it was 3, then it was the last episode of the last season.
Yeah.
And then it was the first 2 episodes of the new season.
Exactly. So I fell asleep during I watched the review part and then fell asleep for the new material.
You were, some of the new material. Yeah.
I don't remember much of it. Yeah. So that was kind of, so we didn't get to film that, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But we are going to do a full Season 2 review right now. So really, what inspired you to get into this anime? I know, we've talked about doing it for a while, but really what sparked it?
I don't know. I think one of the things, I was talking to a coworker about it, and he had brought it up, and I think I had also seen it on Crunchyroll too. It was something that caught my eye, especially with some of the characters that I was seeing.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen anything on like any social media platforms apart from just scrolling through the animes and stuff, or anime, and seeing it.
Yeah.
So it was definitely on my list. I had a coworker talking about it, and the song.
Yeah.
The opening intro for Dandadan.
For the Season 1.
Yeah, for Season 1. So like that was definitely it was
solid.
Yeah.
Agreed. I've been on this hype train for Dandadan way before I know it dropped. I remember I was talking about it early on. It took 2 elements that I really like, supernatural and like sci-fi, and blended together. I mean, I think that was kind of a cool theme. When you look into the backstory of it all, it was like, the creator was trying to make an anime that was a little outrageous.
Yeah.
And it kind of came out to this. I have a lot of, when we get into the reception, I'll talk about how I feel about it a little bit. And I'm sure that a lot of people might agree with some of the thoughts on it. But it is a watch that I'm glad I watched, because it's definitely, it kind of fits into a new genre, because it kind of is horror themed, it's kind of comedy, it kind of is like sci-fi, so it kind of has all 3 elements. I don't know any other anime. Maybe Elfen Lied is kind of up there, except that one is like a little more
darker.
Yeah. More has a serious note. But we're gonna keep on track today. I actually have a notebook now. All right, you want to jump into the spotlights and talk about the actual studios and stuff like that?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. So the anime adaptation of Dandadan was officially announced in November 23. produced by Science Saru. The series is directed by Fuga Yamashiro and Hiroshi Seko, with Hiroshi Seko, I'm sorry,
Nice.
handling the series compositions and scripts. Naoyuki, sorry. Onda brings the characters to life through his designs, while Yoshimichi Kameda crafts the distinct looks of the aliens, the supernatural beings. The soundtrack, composed by Kensuke Ushio, perfectly complements the show's high-energy blend of chaos, comedy, and emotion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was definitely not written. I like
It
that.
wasn't,
No,
yeah.
I like that. We just given like was it homage
Mm-hmm.
to like the people that created it, something we kind of got away, and I think they're putting up a lot that goes in. So real quick, like little reception and a hype between the hype between this anime. I think it did get a lot of hype after season one finished. It left on a terrible cliffhanger. I don't know if you agree with that. I think season one left on like the worst cliffhanger ever.
Yeah, definitely.
I was very disappointed at it, and I remember it was like it definitely left us because, and this is spoiler alerts for season one right now. It left where Momo was getting attacked at the hot springs.
Yes.
They found like a empty room that had a bunch of like scriptures on the wall, and I think that
that's
it
right.
ended. That's how it ended, and I was like, huh. I needed one more episode to really tie this in, and it didn't do it. So I was kind of disappointed at that. Now I knew I was going to continue to watch it because I wanted to find out. Well, one, I wanted to make sure that what was happening after Momo was getting attacked, and two, what was up with the scripture. And I think that was and I'm glad I kept watching it. But that was kind of the ending of season one, which led into season two.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, it was the worst. Like,
Yeah,
I visibly, like, I was just like, bruh.
Yeah, I honestly when it finished, I was like looking to see when the next episode was dropping. Like I checked, like I was like I waited a week and then checked. I was like, "Where's the new episode?"
Yeah.
I really thought it had one more episode in it, and it didn't. So I was a little disappointed at the season one ending. I don't know. Y'all let us know in the comments if y'all agree. But I still think that the reception here is not great as far as I think this anime has. It's kind of pervy.
It is. It's got like some fan service and kind of like definitely some hentai shit in there.
Yeah, there's a level of perversion in there, and you get a lot from season one, and the plot point being like the golden balls, which are testicles. Like that very first episode, I might be in episode two. Like they're like Momo's like in her underwear, like the equipment's coming out of like the aliens,
Right,
like
yeah.
junk. I mean, there it's just the level of perversion there. I don't think is needed. Now, granted, I get it. It's comedy. It's funny. Balls are funny, right? Ha ha ha, balls. But I don't know if I necessarily needed it.
It
And that's the reception across the board. As people are saying, there is a level of perversion. Some like it, some
definitely. And I mean, it's not really like funny, but like balls, like funny, haha, like testicles and blah blah blah. But yeah, definitely there's some level of like perversion in there that's definitely wasn't needed.
So yeah, that level of perversion I don't think was needed. But again, a lot of people might disagree with me on that. I'm sure they do. The internet's full of people like, no, we need that. I need to know those are testicles. I need them to be balls, or the anime is not going to be good. Other reception, though, that I think that's really going across the board that people really like about this anime is the romance aspect of it all. And I've been saying this. You know how anime is where they do the will they, won't they for like 9 seasons, and then they at the very last battle someone dies, and then they do the will they for just 1 second.
Yeah.
You get that a lot. I mean, Mikasa carried Aaron's head across back to the homeland over boats. That was so romantic.
Yeah.
So I do think that there's like that really comes across really well because they've already been showing like a lot of signs of romance.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that when we get into the memorable scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it's well received across the board as a pretty good anime. It does not cross the line to where it's like too much, in my opinion. Now, again, I said the perversion's not needed, but it's there.
It's there, but yeah, could have been gone without. But I mean, it's there. It's there.
Yeah, and then of course the action's really good. Of course, so I guess it's been well received across the board, and it did win a couple anime awards. It's won a bunch of anime awards for a bunch of things that are not really here in the U.S., but if you do a quick search, you see it did win some awards.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, now let's jump into this non-spoiler synopsis that I wrote. Dandadan Season 2 expands the world of supernatural mayhem through two major story arcs. So we get two story arcs in this anime in Season 2. The Cursed House arc and the Space Kaiju arc. In the Cursed House arc, the group confronts eerie forces tied to haunting home and setting spirits, energies, and push their bonds to the limits. The tension ramps up in the Space Kaiju arc, where cosmic mysteries collide with psychic battles and larger-than-life stakes. As the season unfolds, Dandadan blends action, motion, humor, world-run bizarre encounters, and heartfelt moments, ending with a setup that promises even the wilder adventures ahead. Which I agree. So we get two arcs in here. Which one did you like better? Because I know we're not done with the Space Kaiju arc.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think there's something expanding on that.
Yeah. Man, it's hard actually. I mean, I really did enjoy how it started, the Cursed House.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the Space Kaiju. It's hard to say because it's already piqued my interest with the Space Kaiju.
Yeah.
But just, and this is no spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Yeah, we're just talking about the arcs, right?
Yeah. So I would definitely have to say, oh damn, you know what? Space Kaiju.
Agreed. I like the Space Kaiju arc. I just like where it's headed.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's headed. I just like where it could be headed.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed what they're doing. I like the new characters, which again, no spoilers. So I think we'll get in that in a little bit. But yeah, I do like the Space Kaiju arc. It looks like it's ramping up, so I'm super excited for that. All right. Now we're going to jump into some spoilers because I'm going to do some reviews and ratings from people that recommend it, that don't recommend it. So real quick, IMDb. Again, spoiler time. This is Spoilers.
If you haven't watched the rest of it, go watch the rest of it. Stop this video and then come back.
Yes, please. These are going to be spoilers here. All right. What do you think IMDb gave this anime?
Out of
10.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
7.2.
No, 8.3.
Wow.
Right? I'm shocked.
Wow.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100% tomato meter, but I don't really give an F about Rotten Tomato. And then my anime list give it like an 8.3 as well.
Okay.
I think they rounded it to an 8.4 or something like that. All right. So I'm going to read some reviews, and you let me know if you agree with them or don't.
Okay.
And we'll discuss it. This one is not recommended with a reviewer rating of 2 by Brawly Enjoyer. So shout out to Brawly Enjoyer. We're going to read your out loud. And I had to filter this search for 2025 so I can capture the season 2. Because otherwise you'll be capturing season 1. Dandadan, a story of duality. I was riveted by its animation, but disgusted at its perversion. I was awed by its style, but bored with its writing. I hated the opening, but loved the ending. I don't understand how a show could be so fantastic in its presentation, but so despicable in its execution content. If it wasn't the incessant and annoying shrieks from our high school age female lead that pierced my ears, then was them putting bleach in my eyes as they depicted grapey, you can say that, aliens trying to inseminate her. Keep in mind that I have only seen a few episodes, but I have absolutely zero motivation to continue. Why must we have species continue making poor art with finite time we have? Give me the money that was probably poured into this, and I'll write something better than in 5 minutes. Again, a lot of people that did not recommend didn't watch up to season 2, but that was a not. What do you think?
I get where he's coming from. But I mean, I went into this thinking that it wasn't going to be all that.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't gonna be all like every scene or every episode. If every episode was like that from where I was continuing, then like what was the point of watching it? You know?
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of just like, yeah, I can get like, you know, being, I guess, like thrown off by that and not wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
But I already kind of know, like, you know, sometimes they're kind of really excessive with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that scene was. I do think I get where he's coming from. I know
Yeah.
that scene was like a little too much of level. Like it was a high level of perversion.
yeah,
Was it? And again, I've always said, was it needed? You also got to consider like the inner monologue between them two. They are high schoolers.
yeah, they are.
Yeah. So they are. We were high schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I remember when I was in high school, the only thing I thought of baseball, but was girls. So I can get like them to, you know, finding this weird like there's like a line they're trying to be at, and
Yeah.
that first episode for some might have crossed it. I can see where he may fell off from it, but I do. I think the writing is fine. I think the writing is really good. I wish this person finished the anime because it gets less perverted throughout.
Right. Yeah.
And there's just so many really great scenes that happen that have nothing to do with perversion
Right.
that are really solid. And we'll cover those memorable
Mm-hmm.
or memorable scenes. But like, I mean, there's the band that plays, the
Yeah.
Space Kaiju,
Mm-hmm.
like the action, the fighting, the character design, the romance. There's so much more than if you kept going, you get. And it actually does get less perverted.
Yeah.
All right. This other one is a recommend by Kane Virethorn. I'm like waiting for somebody's name to be like, this is a recommendation by D's Nuts. Like, I'm just waiting for them to write that. But this is by Kane Virethorn. Shout out to Kane Virethorn. We're reading your recommendation. This is one of the funniest and best shows out there. The characters are all great. The humor is top notch. And I mentioned humor specifically because it helps make the show fun and adds so much entertainment. Visually, the show is gorgeous. I took so many screenshots. I will say, without spoiling, there are a couple scenes in the season 1 that were completely unneeded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love with Momo and Ira. They are beautiful and have sexy bodies. Okay, chill out, dude.
Right.
Chill out. I didn't read this one. Even though I have a skirt kink.
Oh my god.
I love all the angles we get from Momo and her skirt.
No.
I'm flabbergasted about her school uniform.
No,
Why are they
bro.
micro skirts? Highly recommend this wonderful show. Review rating 10. All right, Kane.
Let's review the reviews before.
No. I wanted to get that one. This guy's wild.
You know what? Let me crack open another cold one.
Oh my god. We don't agree with that at all, by the way.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't agree with the ankles and the shots at all. Don't agree with that. That's not going to be the part of the 10 out of 10 rating.
Mind you, I didn't even read all of this script before it was like...
You read it all and proved it.
Like, what the fuck? I was not expecting that. But that first part, you know, that first 2 sentences, he pretty much got...
That was it. Yeah, Kane, you're wild.
Oh, no, bro.
No. But... So if you ignore all that wildness he said,
that was
bad.
crazy.
That's bad. Okay. Well, anyways, he gave it a 10 out of 10 review. All right. Now it's time for our reviews for season 2. Out of 5. 5 edamames is the top.
5 edamames?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm giving
do you
this a 3.5.
3.5? Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of reservation on this anime that I truly do not like.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that this anime, and again, I'm not even including the perversion. I think this anime is well written. It looks really nice. I love the romance. But there's a lot going on here that I think, again, is unneeded. And there's been some parts where they're a little, like the characters are great. I like all the characters. but there's just some things I really don't like with the Evil Eye character.
Mm-hmm.
The backstory is all cool and everything, but I have a lot that I was like, this is kind of overkill. It's just sometimes a lot to follow. And I know I'm dumb over here, and it's like I like just fighting. Dragon Ball Z is the best anime in the world. But to me, it's like it got away from me a little bit.
Yeah.
And there was a couple episodes where I had to rewatch
Mm-hmm.
to really grasp the concept of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And you should never have to like rewatch episodes to just because you missed it the first time. And it wasn't that I wasn't paying attention. It was just like I watched it. And I was like, let me rewatch that again to make some more clarity. Now, granted, the humor and the romance really kept me on for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 3.5 out of 5. And I'm a hard critic here. I'm a really hard critic when it comes to, because there's some anime that I think that are like top notch,
Mm-hmm.
like Perfect Blue and even Infinity Dark I thought was top notch. So they're up there and with 4.5s and 5s. But for this one, it is a good anime, but 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
All right. Good stuff. Now we get in the nitty gritty here, dude.
Yes.
Dandadan season 1 had an amazing intro song. Solid.
Mm-hmm.
It was a solid intro song. Dandadan. It was so catchy. What do you think about season 2 intro song? It was On the Way by Aina the End.
It doesn't beat the first one,
No.
but it's great.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they're integrating the name of the anime into the song still, but I think it's great. It's catchy. I keep it playing. I don't skip it.
I have not skipped it
I
yet.
keep it playing, and I just love all the scenes for it too. It's visually stunning, and I absolutely I love it.
Amazing. They did such an amazing job with that introduction.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I love it as well. As soon as it plays, I know it's Dandadan.
Yeah.
It's not even just catchy. It's super, I think if I played it for most people that are anime fans, they'll know it's Dandadan. And I know with the first season, obviously it's Dandadan because it's in the entire
obviously,
song.
yeah.
But this one
not the entire song, but it's definitely the beginning.
Yeah, it's the entire song. So this one is it's catchy and it is memorable. And again, that introduction animation scene is just amazing. The outro is by the ending theme is by Dokashitero by Warts. It's also really good.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, I like it too, and I like the outro in animation as well.
I mean, I would skip it, but I also like watching the end. What's coming up next and stuff. Yeah. And it's also a break to kind of check your phone for whatever you need to do or whatever, because I watch subbed, not dubbed. So
yeah, I make him put his phone away. Put your phone.
Not
away.
even that, but I gotta pay attention. It's like I don't want to have to go back and watch another episode because I was on my phone and I missed all of that.
Yeah.
Once I get to Japanese, Spanish comes first, though. But I'm learning words.
Got it. Yeah. So yeah, I think the outro was really good. I really did like the animation because it was shot from angles it was shot from angles that were shooting up at the buildings and stuff, and it showed a lot of that. I thought that was a really cool outro depiction of it all, and I think the perspective was really good.
The dancing too looked fun.
Yeah, and throughout the anime, the actual scoring was really good.
Yeah.
I don't have any particular scenes where it was blew me away, but it was just a solid score. It was not.
It really I guess the spotlight had said it, so it really did match the energy of the anime.
Yeah, and I think if you have good scoring, I really believe that if you have a good scoring, it's almost it's underrated, but that just means it's properly rated because it's people are overseeing it because you don't even realize it's happening because the scoring is so solid. Mm-hmm. There's been some anime where the scoring is phenomenal. I think again I've already said it, Infinity Dark, the scoring for that anime was really good during the fights. Mm-hmm. I mean, they really made you feel during the Zenitsu fight, it actually felt like thunder and like lightning.
Yeah.
The way it made you feel the composure.
It matched that energy.
During the Shinobu fight, I mean, they had like this like techno theme a little bit, and it just like it was like about speed and the tempo was fast. So a good one or an amazing scoring could really like you'll notice it to that extent. But if it's just a decent or really good scoring, you really don't notice that it's playing in the background because it's so solid. All right, I'm actually really happy we got to this section. I do want to. So I watched mine dubbed, which is kind of great because you watch it sub, I watch it dub. How was the sub? I'm assuming it was solid.
I'd say. I mean, usually I just always watch it subbed, so
yeah.
I mean, for me, it just kind of, I just feel like you get the real like
how it's meant to be meant to be
like
said.
their real emotion.
Yeah.
Of the like original characters, how it's originally supposed to be said or scripted or acted.
And I think when I watched the dub, there were a couple words in there that did not match, and I think you can tell they moved some stuff around just on a couple of scenes, and it was really with one of the characters, particularly just because he was saying words I think that are not commonly used in Japan, and I think they are using colloquialisms to kind of disguise it.
Right.
So there were some things in there, and that's why I'm saying the sub versus dub now, and I'll talk about that when we get to these characters.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk about these main characters first. Okarun, Momo. I truly enjoy both. I truly enjoy Okarun. I just feel like I think anyone can self-insert as Okarun if you're like kind of like obsessed with like nerdy stuff and you're kind of the outcast and no one really knows who you are. But I can also see like Momo having the same struggle where she's like kind of popular, but she doesn't care about that. Like she's just very like open about not caring what people think, and I think that's kind of new. So those two characters I think are really I really enjoy them.
I think so. Yeah, they're a perfect like blend. I want to say like yin yang, but not really because not really like a darkness to either of them.
I can see the yin yang,
but like they blend together very well, and she brings the best out of him.
Yeah,
and I could relate definitely. Okarun, I can relate because I was the kid who was reading all the supernatural stuff, all those books that were like supernatural books that were in the library.
Yeah.
I was there. Books about phobias and stuff like that, I was into cryptids. Like so like I was that weird kid, who was like obsessed with vampires and like still, yeah. Cryptids and all that spooky stuff.
No, and I agree. I mean, again, you can relate to either one. I mean, again, there's actually some heavy themes with some of these characters. Like, I really like that Okarun really doesn't have anyone he's suffering from like isolation from everyone, and he has no friends. And like Momo is his first friend. And what I really like about season 2 is he now makes new friends,
right? Yeah,
which is a big part of that season 2. Starting out right from the beginning about making new friends. But I really like those two characters and him. And I really like Momo because Momo is like, she kind of gives off this energy where she's super cool. She doesn't care about anyone. She doesn't care what people think of her. She's not afraid to talk to Okarun.
Yeah, she's going to do what she's going to do. Like, no matter if anybody hates it or not, she doesn't care what anybody thinks. Yeah. So, and I love that. Yeah. And what's funny too is that like, even though Okarun feels like he's like not seen, apparently he's like the most popular person right now.
Yeah, which is hilarious. I really like that they're doing that. I do like, there's such good scenes, but we got to wait for those. But there's a lot of scenes with him in this anime where it's like when season 1, like there was like a scene where they went through this ordeal of like supernatural sci-fi attack. And it's like episode 3 and he's like 4 and they had to they're back at school and he sees her and he's like, is she waiting for me?
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, she's probably waiting for someone else, and like walks past her and they say hi And then she like bumps into him again. And says,
she doesn't even say hi. She just like bumps into him and she's like, "You're late." And then
could have sworn she says hi, but I guess but anyways,
she may have said hi in like the earlier, but I think from the recap that was going on in season 2
with okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I like that. It kind of it reminds me of a good friend of mine that I'm just like, hey, you know, come to this hangout, and they say something like, I don't know if they actually like me though, and they won't come, and I'm like, dude, they like you. Everyone likes you. Like, come to the hangout. And they're like, no, I don't think they like, but like, it's like they're putting themselves down prior to not even knowing.
Yeah.
So he's like already like, there's no way she wants me around.
Yeah, like she's like, what did he say? He said something about like we hung out once or something like that, or like we just became friends.
Yeah.
Like, why would she be waiting for me?
Yeah, like there was like there's that doubt. The romance in season 2 with them too. Oh man, dude, were you like? This will be a memorable scene, but I'm gonna say it now. Were you giggling when they held hands?
Yes, I did. I was like, I was so happy because like I've been there, you know, like high school, like lovers, you know, like you've been there, you know, where you're like touching hands and like or barely touch hands, and then one separates, and then like it's just kind of like, you know, it's like. I remember just going through that, like when I was in high school. It's adorable, you know, like heart racing and everything. And it's just like, oh my God, this is the best moment of my life. Like, I just felt that for Okarun and Momo.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was just great. I was just so, like, literally, like, when I saw that, I was like,
it was so fun. It was. The reason. I watched the first half of season 2, pretty much all the way through to like halfway point, and then I finished. We finished the last half like recently to film this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever the reason I started it up again was somebody. It was like a meme. It's like a girlfriend's like, "Why are you so giggly?" I don't know, and it's like them holding hands, and he's like, "Oh, like rolling around the pit." So yeah, I was giggly too, and I was like, "I love this." I love this for Okarun. I love this for Momo.
Yeah.
I really love what's happening with them too. But that scene, it just like it reinforced that they are like this romantic entanglement.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
So I love that. Okay, that's the two main characters. I think we can get to the grandma, Psycho Ayase.
Okay.
I love her.
She's a fucking badass.
I loved her from season 1 whenever she beats the shit out of Granny in that circle with a bat.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
You are awesome. You are my spirit animal. Like, she's just wailing on her with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, so the thing about what I love is like, yeah, mystical powers are all great, but nothing can fortify this bat. Like, I love that for her. So she's like, and in season 2, I really love her introduction to season 2, because we don't get her in season 2 for the first few episodes.
Yeah,
we get her coming down.
What was it, like 4th episode? Maybe?
Somewhere around there, like 4th or 5th.
4th or 5th.
Yeah, she's like riding that muscle anatomy guy.
Yeah.
And he's like screaming, and she's just standing on top of him. And then we find out that like
I don't think he was screaming, but like they were definitely coming down, and he was like talking to her or saying something.
I thought he was asking a bunch of questions. I love that. I love the. And I want to say, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the little kid singing.
Yes,
during
the kid. Yeah,
he's like singing the whole time.
Yeah. So
it just was a hilarious like. And then we find out that one of her mentor or mentees is there. And he's like, sorry, Sensei, I didn't know. You didn't tell me much.
Yeah.
You just said 3 people are gonna show. Like, she just gave him no guidance at all.
It goes back to a flashback. Like the kids are going over there. Like the kids are gonna show up or arrive, and like that was it. She hung up.
Like no guidance at all. You did a good job there.
He was like, I would like to be appreciated more or something like that. And she's like, you did okay, or something like that. And it's
She
like,
gives him like a little validation.
it's like, you're not half bad.
So she's great. She's
Yeah,
great.
that situation was just absolutely hilarious.
Agreed. All right, who else we got next? I guess we should jump into Ira.
Aida?
Ida.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, in season 1, her demon or her what's it, yokai?
Heartbreaking.
Right, it's yokai. Is that the term?
I'm not too sure.
Or whatever her like monster or whatever takes over her body was like such a. I think that episode got so much reception because it got like 10 out of 10. Like everyone was. It was one of the best episodes in season 1.
It was heartbreaking.
It was such a good episode.
Like I cried, and I was like, "Damn, dude!"
Like it was a lot.
And for her to come across that,
yeah,
and then to be like go back into the her past,
yes,
and realize that she was a little girl that she was like
oh
was a
yeah.
daughter.
Well, I think that was designed. That's why she was following her.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think that was. It wasn't like by chance. Like she was actually following her.
Yeah.
Throughout, which in season 2, I mean, so season 1, she has a redemption arc in there where she besmirched Momo's name. Like she like ruined and Momo doesn't care.
Yeah.
And Momo was like, just say whatever. I don't even care. Like just lie. It doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
But then Ida says like they confront her about Momo, and she goes, I lied. I made everything up. Which to me was like, I really enjoyed that. Because now she's a likable character for me.
Yeah.
Now in season 2, her and Momo's relationship is hilarious. She calls her.
It's like a love-hate relationship between the two, but I think more of the love, like I don't know. I guess it's Momo's like not caring like type of thing, but like if Ida's gonna say some shit to Momo's gonna fucking like say some shit back.
So there's a couple parts in here like some comments. Like there's a scene where it's like in the middle of the night and Okarun's up and Momo like opens up the door and like peeks out and she's like no makeup on, nothing. She's just like that, and you can hear Ira snoring in the back. And then like in the morning, Ida's like, I couldn't sleep because Momo kept snoring. And then she says, "Shut up, you fat pig! Shut up, a slut!" Like that's what they're saying to each other. That's like that's the dub, though. I don't know if it's the same for the slut.
I can't remember exactly what was said.
But one's called a pig, and the other one's called a slut.
But yeah, just they're it's great. It's great. They're like sisters almost.
I love that. So I have Evil Eye on the list, but his name is it Jiji?
Jiji. Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very likable character.
That's why it was so hard for me. It was so hard for me to choose between like the kaiju art and the cursed.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why I leaned towards more the kaiju is the fact that you seem Evil Eye in a different way.
Yeah. I'll tell you why I lean to that one in a little bit. But yeah, I think Gigi's character is great. I mean, he's well designed. He, to me, is actually like the perfect like comedic relief.
Definitely.
I love his attitude. I love how he's always happy-go. And in the Evil Eye like situation where he like they're like, let's get out of here.
Complete contrast of what he is.
Yeah. Well, that too, but also like him going down, like listening to the story of this kid that's being sacrificed to keep like this earthworm giant from attacking. I think like him just like realizing that like I got to go down there and save him, like, and like and that's whenever we get the backstory of like the Evil Eye and stuff like that. But I truly really enjoy his character. I like him as in the Evil Eye situation because I mean now he's useful in my opinion. Like Ira wouldn't be important to the story if she wasn't useful. She's useful now because she has the power of like the long haired ballet dancer.
Yeah,
she wouldn't be that important if she wasn't useful. But Yeah, and I truly like Jiji. I think he's a great character, and I love that he has such an upbeat attitude. And you see that a lot when he like turns into the evil eye and he's like running through the soccer field. Oh,
Yeah.
Jiji's here! Yeah, yeah. They're all so happy to see him.
Yeah, that was funny. He was like, "That's mine."
Yeah, so great. He was great.
Yeah, definitely. Gigi is one of my favorite characters, even before Evil Eye. But
Yes.
I was just waiting for the opportunity. I felt like he was a lost cause in the early beginning
Oh yeah.
because of Evil Eye, and I'm just loving the fact that they're able to kind of like Okarun got to a part where he was like able to control that.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, Gigi is Okarun's second friend.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, throughout this entire series, he has no friends, and then in the early season 2, he really builds a relationship with Gigi,
Mm-hmm.
and their friendship is strong. And I really like that between them two because I enjoy watching him, like he's worried about Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gigi's like, I'm just a burden. I don't want to be here no more. And Okarun's like, no, we're here to protect you. We're your friends, And it's like now he's getting to be like. He has now Ida, Momo, Jiji.
Mm-hmm.
This guy that had no friends before now has these 3 really good friends that he can count on. Ida being an interesting case because that's almost like a romance. Turbo Granny in season 2,
hilarious,
great,
absolutely, like another comedic relief, and I think just. She's just like the professional. She's watching these amateurs, you know, and especially Okarun with her abilities, not knowing the extent that it could be used. It's just like, mentor too.
And
like, and she doesn't want to take on that role, but she's taking it at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's her role in season 2 is really funny, especially in the beginning. Like she snuck in there.
Yeah.
Like she like the hot spring.
Yeah.
So like I think that's kind of funny.
I think that's funny too, is because Momo was like, I would have brought you if you just asked.
Like she had to like sneak on. I really like that she is kind of a mentor because I mean she's the one that perfected the Turbo Granny. So
I mean she is Turbo Granny.
She's the one that's really and I like how she does the beat. Like she does like the metronome. Is it metronome?
Yeah, it's a metronome.
Metronome with Okarun to show his like fights, his combat speed or whatever they call it. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that was an interesting concept. I like how like they get attacked by like these like Beethoven.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even remember all the ones that were there, but like there were these like these artists,
composers, and she's just like, we're here, like just edging them on. So I think,
but she knew that she knew if she played the piano, like they'd show, and she used that to get them to get stronger.
Yeah, so I really like her character a lot. I think I love her as a cat, dude. She was adorable.
Yeah,
that little like acrylic cat.
Yeah.
We got 2 more people. Well, we got 1 more here. Mr. Mantis Shrimp. He's the boxer. And then I have 1 more after this. I really like him. I like that he looks like a human. He's a dairy farmer now. In season 2. I love that. I love how he's just like, because milk.
But it was like, the cows. Yeah, it was the milk.
Yeah, the milk is like super important. I love his character. I love that he's like now like working there. I'm hoping that he shows Okarun more about how to fight in season 3.
Yeah,
because I'd love to show like that would be really important to me to see like that development. In season 2, he kind of did help out in
a way, a sort of Mr. Miyagi type of way, though.
Well, the beginning of season 2 when he like showed up to help the fight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then his like son is like, "Where's your son at?" And he's like, dun dun.
Yeah, he starts singing.
Yeah, his son's adorable. His son is like the most adorable thing. And like, another thing is, this popped up on my TikTok. I don't know if this is true, but the big dinner scene they have when they come back, it's like Mr. Mantis, the little baby, everyone's there eating. They could not recreate the dish on the table, so they took a real live picture and photoshopped it in.
Damn it!
And because they could not create it.
I couldn't. Like, I couldn't see a difference.
Yeah, I didn't. And somebody posted it on. I was like, no fucking way. It was hilarious. Anyway, so I like that character. I like that he's like a puncher. I like that he's an alien.
Yeah.
One of the big issues I had with the anime was not a lot of representation from the aliens.
So it seems.
Yeah,
it seems very hidden.
Yeah, and I was like, until we got to the Space Kaiju, I was like, I'm kind of done with like the spirits. I want aliens.
Not even just the kaiju, but but with some of the characters that we had already like went through.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but the landlord.
Oh.
Who ended up being a subterranean.
Oh, dude, those characters were so good. She was amazing as a villain.
And you watch it dub, yes?
Yeah.
So does she say Anaconda, like Jennifer Lopez Anaconda?
I don't remember.
As one of her attacks, because that was like her main attack. And it was like Jennifer Lopez Anaconda or something like that.
I don't remember.
And like what's funny is that like I don't know why she's saying that, but Jennifer Lopez was in Anaconda.
Yeah.
So it's like
a big movie. Dandadan loves Anaconda the movie.
So I never really fully understood that attack. Because every time she does it, she's doing this whole flying like drop kick type of shit. And
Anaconda Ice Cube kick. Like
Ice Cube didn't fit. Like it had to be Jennifer Lopez.
It had to be Jennifer Lopez. I don't remember that. I do remember what I liked about the dub actor. So when it's like completely obvious it's a male actor.
Yeah.
like it's so like obvious. Kind of like Tina Belcher is a male actor.
Right, yeah.
They don't do it. They
honestly though, I would have never told. Like I thought Tina was just like
deep voice. Like to me, it's like whenever they put like a male actor to do like a female voice, and they don't make it subtle, like it's just obvious it's a male actor. That's what they did with her, with that lady. Damn, because it's so obvious. Like it's like a.
Now we gotta see if it's a male actor.
It might be a female,
in Japanese,
but it made me laugh because it's so obvious. She was great. I love the way she fights. That fight scene was just really good.
Yeah.
With them. Oh, we're jumping ship.
We're jumping ship.
We got one more character here for season 2, which is the standout MVP of season 2, which is Quinta Sakata. He is the other nerd that's in the anime, and he is.
That's right, because he labeled himself that.
Yeah, like he picked that name.
In his fucking Gundam suit.
He is such a great character.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because it's... And I feel like it would be a great companion, too, to Okarun, too. Because, like, he's more... I don't want to say that he's more, but he's... Definitely seems more into, like, the sci-fi...
Yeah. Like the tech.
Type tech.
Yeah.
And that Okarun was more of, like, the
it's UFO
cryptids.
Okay, yeah.
But he did have UFOs in there because UFOs, I guess, are some sort of like aliens or some sort of cryptid.
Yeah.
In that sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But he was the one who created the. Am I jumping ship on this one?
No.
Okay.
Because the next scene's memorable scenes.
Okay, yeah. So he's the one who created the Gundam.
Yeah.
Like the robot.
Well, I was out. Momo was the one that created it.
Did she? She took part of it because they were like, imagine something big, and so she imagined Buddha.
Yeah. Okay. So So it's a combination.
Yeah, it was a combination. So that was made, and and he was the one who kind of like got that shit going.
Yeah. Because
he knew what to. He is like, think of something big and like let me handle it.
Yeah. His introduction though, which is like episode 9 or 10.
9 or 10. Oh,
Season
okay.
2.
For season 2, yeah. But apparently he's been there since.
Yeah, we just didn't notice him. And the recap is so funny because we get to watch it from the whole time we're watching this anime, we're watching it from Momo or Okarun's perspective.
Yeah,
about how they're looking for each other, how they're walking to the school, like they want. And then you have this one guy, like we don't even think about everyone else around, and he's there, and we get a really nice where he's getting ready for school, and he's like singing a song. He's all happy, and the funny thing is you think he's like super cool. And he's singing this song, and as he gets to school, he's like, "Yeah, he goes very low because he doesn't want anyone hearing him." And that's when he realizes that Momo is waiting for Okarun, and then he finds out that they kiss, and then he confronts him, and then he's like, "What is the secret?" And I don't know what I don't know what he says for sub. But in dub, he says, the secret is naughty talking.
No, it's spicy talk.
Spicy talk, yeah. That's what it says. Okay, so he says that in the dub, too.
Yeah.
Spicy talk, which, I mean, it was so funny. We get that a lot.
It's high school. There's going to be spicy talk, anyways. Or, or just fucking, what is it? Just...
What was the line that he said that on sub that you heard?
What do you mean?
A line that he said that was no, spicy talk. I want to compare it.
Something about the family jewels?
Okay, so he said on dub, he said 10-gallon weenie.
Yeah, he says that too.
Okay.
He says that.
10-gallon wiener.
What the fuck does that mean?
What is that? I never heard anyone say.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
And that's a colloquialism because they probably don't have that type of talk in Japan. So they had to put stuff together. 10-gallon wiener.
I was like, damn, this dude is he's definitely committed to that. Apparently it is for him, you know, and which is funny because it isn't spicy talk to them.
Yeah, that's he's just saying
this is their reality. So he's there fixated on spicy talk, and then he's talking to Momo, he's talking to Okarun.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's the secret?" And she's just she labels him as a perv.
Yeah. Well, I really like the way she came about it. She's comes in the room, she's like, "Oh, I need to talk to you right now." And then that's whenever he's like, "Who? Oh, is this your friend? Nice to meet you." She's actually really kind to him. Mm-hmm. Doesn't even know who he is.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, Okarun, is this your friend?" Yeah. And then she's like, "Be good to Okarun."
Yeah. And this is what I really love. This is when we start to find out Okarun's popular. Mm-hmm. The class rep for Okarun's class goes, "Excuse me, are you Momo? You need to stop coming into this classroom." We're in memorable scenes now, by the way. Yeah. You need to stop coming to this classroom and interrupting us during our study period. And you're also getting in the way of Okarun, and Okarun's and Momo goes, "You got something to say? What have you been saying, Okarun?"
Yeah, and what's so funny is that she starts off and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and then she keeps going, and then it's just what did you say? I love. And then Okarun's just "Let me speak, please."
But you gotta admit, I'm glad someone finally said something because she's been popping in that classroom pulling Okarun.
I mean, they have a mission.
Yeah,
they have a mission. Yeah, and not everybody knows that. So, I mean, I get it, but also I get it.
It's so funny that and again, now we're starting to see that Okarun is actually popping. He also changed his look a little bit in season 2. His hair looks a little different. It's starting to be a little spikier now. I don't know. Maybe I
hadn't noticed.
Maybe I
hadn't noticed, but
he's starting to fill that role of when he transforms a little bit. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got all the characters. We got now jumping to the memorable scenes. I mean, really, we'll start. I'll try to go in order as much as possible, but really, the beginning of season 2. I mean, we finally get the unanswered questions we've been wanting. One is what happens to Momo at the hot spring,
Mm-hmm.
which is she gets attacked by these perverts,
Mm-hmm.
and Turbo Granny basically saves her.
Yeah.
Which is a great scene to start the season off. Again, I was upset that they ended on that. They didn't need to do that. They could have kept it going one episode more. Um, the reason I didn't like so much this season is because it just felt like it was so blended. We get Evil Eye, we get the curse, there was to me a lot going on, but I do really like the fact that Evil Eye is now in the picture, and he's like full force.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was to me the memorable scene was that I really like out of this beginning was whenever it's Okarun and Treble Granny trapped in this shell inside lava.
Yeah.
And Momo is refusing to even consider he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls him out. And then that's whenever Okarun gives her a big hug, and then he's apologizing, and then she brings him in closer.
Yeah.
That scene that keeps happening multiple times, and I love that scene because I think we've all been in that where it's we do this huge embrace, and we're maybe this person's not reciprocating it. Let me back off. But she was so happy he was alive, and again, it truly plays into this role of that they are the romantics of the series, and them two together
But it was an accident sort of because he tripped and he kind of brushed against her breasts and stuff, and that's where he was like, oh my god, I'm sorry, and then she but not realizing that she thought he was dead.
Yeah.
And that's whenever she embraced him, and it's just yeah. No, I completely agree.
Great scene.
Another great scene I think in that one was well, I guess not in that scene, but it was the fight again, I don't know what her name was, but it was the landlord.
Yeah.
The landlord fighting with
anytime she's fighting.
Just with anyone.
Yeah.
And I think the developers and from what I remember watching the movie or watching it in theaters.
Yeah.
And there was some not commentary, but it was a behind the scenes type thing.
Yeah.
And that they definitely got some kung fu in there, and they were watching kung fu movies to get her the fighting style down.
Yeah, because I think she does does she do the punch?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay,
I think she does. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah. So there's some kung fu in there, and any of the fighting that she had done. I believe this was with Momo as well.
Oh yeah. So she threw some hands.
So this is whenever she came back to the house afterwards, and they were already in trouble because she's you lied to me and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and,
that was a pretty interesting. Yeah, it was funny because they're what's Gigi's favorite soccer player? And Okarun had to remember the poster that they put up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean that was kind of an interesting scene. The whole part of it was the fact that they were using that house as a vessel to stack on other houses.
Yeah,
was really kind of cool. I enjoyed the depth of how deep the houses go.
Yeah, it was, and I mean she was doing it for 200 years.
Yeah,
200 years. So 200 years of houses.
Yeah,
to sacrifice for that
space worm or
earthworm.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed the Evil Eye versus Okarun fight. God, I had this line. He was like, let me tell you why I'm going to beat you in 3 steps or lessons. One, you disrespected Momo.
Oh yeah,
Miss Is. Yeah, so he
Miss Is.
Yeah, he was making all these things, and their fight was actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. And Okarun to me was overpowered in season 1. He was just such a badass, and now in season 2 we find out that Evil Eye is more more overpowered than anyone,
or so we thought.
Yeah. So we really getting that Evil Eye aspect of him at all, being just such a badass anti-hero, anti-villain. Mm-hmm. And he's really good at
he's just a child.
Yeah, and his monologue throughout season 2 is so funny.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious. What does he say? I want to kill someone.
Yeah, he's like, I want to murder.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
I just want to murder someone.
and I love like Momo's response, like, "All right, enough of the murder, Evil Eye. Like, chill out. Like, I just want to kill someone. That's enough. Like, chill." So I love the dialogue with him throughout. So yeah, I mean that that beginning, Momo saving like the saving Okarun, but also saving like the town with the. There was a lot that came into that, and I love that. Saina, what's her name? The grandma. What's her?
Psycho.
Psycho. Yeah, Sayako. Yeah, Sayaka.
Psycho.
Psycho. Yeah, she pulls up and like we get kind of the original group we got from season one to kind of help the battle. Great scene, and then I love what follows after that. I love like the slice of life dealing with Evil Eye, where it's like they're all in one house now, and like he's just like destroying the house left and right every chance he gets. Anytime there's like, what is it, cold water?
Cold water, yeah, just any cold liquid. Because there at one point it was soy sauce.
Yeah, so cold liquid makes him Evil Eye. Warm liquid turns him back to Jiji.
Hot or warm, yeah.
So I mean,
they always tell him to wash his hands with hot water.
Yeah, and that's a lesson for everyone. Y'all should wash it with hot water.
Yeah, I think so too. But also moisturize after too, because it'll dry your skin up.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the, I love that whole thing because they actually brought in like the Exorcist band.
Yes, and that was one that I was gonna.
Yeah, go ahead. I think you might know more of them than I do, but
I mean, I don't actually. I was just a huge surprise because they came out of nowhere, with their cards and stuff like that. They're trying to exorcise Evil Eye out of Jiji for the longest time.
Yeah, I like, because it's a real band, right?
I don't know if it's a real band.
I think it's a real band, and like anytime I see like a real band perform in like a movie or animation, like what's the on Scooby Doo, the Hex Girls, right?
Oh, the Hex Girls.
Yeah, I mean like even in the original Scooby, they had like Josie and the Pussycats coming.
Did they?
Yeah, they had
okay, yeah, that's right.
So like when they bring in like real bands and they animate them and like play, it was a really good scene. Them rocking out, and the music was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. The lyrics were kind of like, I mean, I guess they just fit more with like, the whole Exorcist type deal.
Yeah.
But they were jamming.
Yeah, they were out there.
They were jamming, you know, like even Okarun and Momo and Aida. Yeah. They're just there and they're like going out.
And everything. Yeah. Okarun uses that later on in his training. Like he was, I remember a song, and it's that song.
Exactly.
So like in that, obviously
to get the beats to, and then even then, Turbo Granny was like, beat them in 5 beats or like 5 beats, and like he does.
Yeah.
So I think it was great. It was great to bring it in and like to kind of get that rhythm to feel that he needed to beat Evil Eye.
Yeah. And then that's something we'll get towards that. So like that whole part, again, it was a really good episode. I mean, and then we move forward like where we know that Jiji doesn't want the to like actually exercise. Yeah. Because it's a kid.
And he has feelings, like he understands and he shows Ayase too. Yeah. Like he shows that memory.
Yeah, so there was a lot that went in there, but then them living together for a while, and there was a really good scene where they're all hanging out. I don't know what happened. He turns into Evil Eye, and Momo is drinking like hot water, hot tea, and he's like choking her, and like he spits the hot water on him.
Yeah. No, she's just smart. She was like thinking ahead. I guess.
This was a good scene because the scene that played out was Okarun felt powerless in this part. Mm-hmm. And that's when he wanted to start training.
He got so pissed.
He was upset by it.
And I think Jiji knew that too. Yeah. But Jiji was pretty much like as upset as he was Okarun. Yeah. But Okarun wasn't pissed at the fact that he turned and he
Choked
almost
her. He was upset that he was that he wasn't strong enough to stop
Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that was really important for the scene because I think they do a flashback where Okarun is like giving money to Saina, and she's like, "Don't give me money, pay it forward. How about that?"
Yeah.
And now he feels kind of like responsible for Jiji, and
Mhm.
he's like, paying it forward.
Help anyone that needs help.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that scene. It's a very powerful scene.
I think so too because I mean, I feel the same way. You kind of show that.
Yeah.
You kind of show your like gratitude in that way.
Yeah, like I don't like money doesn't do me no like obviously money would have helped him, but like she's like money don't do me no good. Like like pay it forward by helping and being by saving the people you can save. Like being a good person. So I really like that.
But I think she's also a proud woman too, so it's hard for her to accept that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a backstory with how she came about and how powerful because she is powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a great backstory with how she did it. Like I would love, and I always say a backstory of like some of the greats. Like I said, a backstory for Uncle Iroh, a backstory for Master Roshi, and a backstory for her would be really good. Would be phenomenal. But I think that really the that whole like scene was really important for him to like realize like, hey, even though you're upset, Jiji, like I understand, but you can't leave. You need to be. You're safer here than you are out there. So that was really important. I think it was a memorable scene in my opinion. I love that Momo was quick thinking on that, and of course, like she was like, "Oh, good thinking me." Like she was like really proud of that she did that.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty good one. We got a couple other ones. We're going down the list.
Let's see. What do we got after that? So after that had happened, I want to say him being in high school, Evil Eye being in high school. So these girls come up and they like offer Jiji like some boba or like some new flavor or whatever, and he drinks it like the idiot that he is. And then I think Momo had like tried stopping him too, and then he became Evil Eye.
Yeah.
Just by drinking that cold drink.
Yeah.
And so she had to deal with Evil Eye in school the entire day.
And what's funny is he kept his uniform on.
Yeah.
And she was like, we just have clothes on.
But he also got rid of his underwear. he gave it to Okarun. He's like, you gotta hold on to this.
I don't remember that at all.
No? Like so this is whenever afterwards when Okarun defeats Evil Eye.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to keep fighting.
Yeah.
So I may have skipped something, but like...
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, there was like a whole thing where Okarun like basically said, if you go back to Jiji, we'll fight one day. On Tuesdays.
Right, yeah.
We'll fight on Tuesdays.
And I skipped the entire fight with the composers and stuff like that.
Oh.
But this was before that.
Yeah. No, the fight with composers is fine. Really, it was it was like a realization for them that like know their combat speed.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad it was a good episode.
It was a good practice.
Yeah.
It was a good practice for them to know like what they have in store for them. Yeah. I guess and it's good that they had a Turbo Granny there to
like facilitate.
Yeah, basically.
Thing, yeah. Again, and these scenes where they're like it's like slice of life is really good throughout the episodes. Like all of them are really good. The Momo and Ida relationship to me is just really good. I love their relationship. I love how they're always arguing. I love how Ida is like now emotionally invested with Okarun, which again redemption because like in the beginning, remember she's like flirts with him and like just to like make him like happy or something. And it's like what a loser, and then Momo drops like the light on her. So she has this redemption arc. I really enjoy her relationship with Momo. Sorry, her relationship with Okarun is so funny because she's like always lying. She's like that evil Momo was there, ate all the food. She kept me up all night because of snoring. Like she's like telling Okarun stuff. So that was really cool. Again, this character we got, I can't remember his name. Sakata. Quinto Sakata.
Quinto.
Quinta. That's with A.
Is that
The nerd.
The oh, okay, nerd. Yeah, right, right.
The nerd. His when he gets in this picture, man, he really made this anime much more comedic. There were so many scenes with him. Anytime he's talking, I am laughing. I mean, there was even a scene where like Jiji's like running and stop, like running with him on his back and stop.
He's like, "Don't get your sweat on me."
Yeah, he's like, "Why'd you?" He's like, "Oh, you hurt me, pretty boy." Like he's like, "So
he's like, "You're all fake," and like something like that. And he's like, "You don't want any of my sweat or like snot or anything going dripping on you." Little does he know that if that happens, he turns into a fucking demon.
Yeah.
So I think it's so funny because he's like, "You're so two-faced" or whatever, and then like it finally happens. I don't know if he does like the whole like. Yeah, sweat thing on purpose.
I think he kind of does. Maybe not to hit him, but just like being dramatic, the way he like swishes back and forth.
But like it like he was almost turning, and then he was like, "Oh, that was close," and then he just like whoosh, and like all these droplets of sweat like drop on him, and then he turns and he's like, you look different," like all this stuff, and like he's like, "Are you like Takurekan, right?"
Oh, yeah, something.
Ken.
Yeah, Ken. Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's so funny. He's a big comedic relief in all of that. 100%.
And the scene where and now we get in the Space Kaiju where like they kind of approach this like apartment complex. They follow him, and then he's like there, and Momo's like, "Watch our bags, pervert."
Yeah, like the entire time too. It's just like she labels him as pervert,
which is funny because he thinks that's how you get girls.
Yeah, he thinks it's the spicy talk. Is like because he was like trying to talk to Okarun and figure out how he's getting so popular with the girls, and he thinks the key is spicy talk.
Yeah, like the ball, because she's like, "I found your golden ball."
Yeah, or no, it's just your family jewel.
Yeah,
I found the other family jewel, and
yeah, so he's like using that, but yeah, he's labeled as the pervert.
And yet, every time Momo says something to Okarun, the entire time that they're in the housing complex, he's like, "How is that any different from what I'm saying?"
He doesn't want the spicy
so it seems like spicy talk to him, but it's not. It's their reality.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. And then the fact that like he now like plays a pivotal role because he recognizes the Space Kaiju is using like cloaking technology.
Yeah.
And that's like his input, which is like okay.
And it worked.
Yeah, he figures it out.
It fucking worked.
And like he goes into like he's using optical, and like he's like putting his glasses down. Like it's so good. He is great.
Yeah. He's a good addition to this family that they're making, this whole group that they're making, I think.
Yeah, I think we can now jump into the Space Kaiju fight. I mean, this is exactly what I was like hoping for, in like because I'm a big Power Ranger fan when it comes to like. I've always said this, when we did the Red Ranger, Isekai or whatever it was, where it's like the way to be every Power Ranger episode always ends with like they turn into like Megatron, whatever Megazords, and they like killed off like the big bad, and this is no exception. They now use this technology that like whatever you want it, this cubes to form into, and they use that to like form this giant Buddha. Megazord?
Giant Buddha Megazord, yeah. Megazord.
And the scene where he sends... So, like, in the Power Rangers, when they go into their giant Megazords, so they're like, Power Rangers, and they zoom up, and they're, like, dropping into tunnels. Yeah. And Evil is like, I want to kill someone.
Yeah, and Momo, so he's like no help because he doesn't even know how to like control anything.
And then for some reason, Okarun has to swim up to his.
Yeah, like he falls into the toilet, and there's like a tunnel that he just like falls into.
He has to swim up to his. And then that's whenever we get this like really cool scene where like now it's like the dream of every nerd to power this Gundam mega suit. And he's like, I was always geared to combat this. I've been testing my body for this. It's like him on like roller coaster rides. That's him testing.
That's it. Like, yeah, because like I don't know, roller coaster rides, all these like amusement park rides is like, I guess, what would be the equivalent of if you're falling in a giant robot or whatever. So like for some reason he was just entirely happy because he trained himself to be in a giant robot. He knew he was going to be in a giant robot one day.
It's so funny though, because like this is like every Gundam's like
basically
dream to be able to be in this.
And what's so funny is that the book he had was like some form of Gundam. It wasn't like Gundam anime, because he even said like he watched anime and stuff like that, like for the giant robots, and he had a book that he was reading off of, which he learned to get the controls of through that. And then that's whenever they were starting to fight back with the kaiju.
Yeah, and this is in the scene that I really like about this is like they're like defeated, legs are broken, head smashing, and they finally like are able to use their like abilities to like expand. So like the ballerina uses her hair to like
let's not forget what started that though. Was the fact that Evil Eye threw his backpack and it hit the kaiju later on. Like this is early on in the episode, and he throws the backpack.
Evil Eye is such a funny character too. I love his character.
And it hits the kaiju later on, like as they're fighting or whatever, or like, you know, and so the kaiju's out for the count, like for a bit, and then that's whenever he realizes how to get control of it, and that's when they start fighting back. And I think that's so hilarious because I was not expecting that. Like I saw him through his backpack to fucking oblivion. Next thing you know, later on in the episode, it hits the fucking kaiju in the head, and it's just like psh, like a bullet.
Yeah. I do like this fight. I like Ida in this fight. Throughout, she's like, "Listen to me, I'm the leader."
Yeah.
She keeps thinking that she's the leader.
Yeah.
Which makes the fight even more enjoyable because everything she says is like, "No, I'm the leader." Like she's just like cares. Like nobody like assuming a role of leadership is needed, but she keeps saying, "I'm the leader." Like it's not needed.
And then later on, when she's all passed out, she's like, "Why isn't she waking up? Isn't she the leader? Like wake her up." And Okarun's like, "That's not fair."
Yeah.
Later we find out she's faking.
He carried her. Momo carried her. She was like, "I want to get my steps back."
Momo carried both of them. While Ida is holding on to Okarun.
She's like, "Give me my steps back." They're so funny. When they go back to fight the kaiju, and they actually, I'm gonna like kind of wrap it up with this fight. Is like great fight, but the ending of this fight actually, it's like the human world, like everyone that's there now can see the kaiju, and now can see like what the kids are seeing,
and the destruction. The destruction of the city was like, I was just like, fuck, get him out of there. But
and like Evil Eye, I don't know why he's climbing a building. He's randomly climbing this building, and then he's like, "I need to get this kaiju out of here right now." And he's like, "Evil Eye, look, snack!" And he gives him like a one of those oh god, they're like meat inside the middle and like dough. And you made me eat it at a Chinese restaurant. They're not dumplings. They're called something else. You made me eat it at a Chinese restaurant. I didn't like it. They have like green chili paste in there.
Buns?
Yeah, some of that. He eats that hot bun and like turns back to Jiji, and he's like, "What am I eating this hot food? So delicious." And he's like, "We gotta get this kaiju out of here." This is now. I'm ready. Are you ready for the season finale? That's like how it ends.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love the. I'm again. This is a better cliffhanger than season 1. Season 2, the way it ends, is where they take the kaiju back
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Hey, what's his stupid name again? I keep forgetting his name. Sakata." He's like, they're like, "There's somebody inside the mouth," and Sakata goes, "You, pretty boy, look at his mouth now." It's like, look at his mouth, and there's like a girl in there.
Yeah, that like an alien girl. She has antennas.
She has antennas.
So and like they open it up and she's very very pretty.
Very pretty.
Who happens to just I guess for some reason, and I'm gonna take this from some of the comics that like I had watched or read,
Yeah.
like Starfire.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah,
Starfire kissed Robin to get the
English
language, and I feel like that's where this is coming from.
I feel like it is well too.
So I feel like they're pulling a page from that, but we get that, and then we get Momo getting extremely jealous.
Oh yeah.
And just fucking like she's gonna wreak havoc.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait for this. I'm so excited for season 3 to see this jealousy that Momo has. Which is funny. Somebody was like, after the scene that Momo walks out where Okarun's kissing the Space Kaiju girl, like her house explodes, and somebody was like, "Hope Ira's alright." They said, "Oh, Ira's alright. Oh, Turbo Granny's cool." Like they're like listening because the whole house explodes.
Yeah, that's true. She was connected to it.
Yeah. So this is a way better cliffhanger than season 1.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. They're getting better at it.
Yeah, I'm better invested. I want to watch what's going to happen now. Now I think there's way more to it now than season 1. Again, season 1 wasn't bad. They did a good job until the finale.
I just think it's because, and I think we've had a conversation about this before. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think I had read something about like it was a new manga that was coming out that they immediately wanted to make into an anime. So it was kind of just like forced to do the writing to get, get it finished up. So it was a bit rushed,
I'm sure. I mean, I feel like all animes rush though.
Yeah, maybe. But so I feel like right now they're kind of getting their better footing, with the second person that they're bringing in to kind of produce and direct with. Yeah. Even in that, the color schemes, the music, everything that they're just kind of getting that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure every episode takes months to make. I'm not opposed to that, and we've always talked about that.
But even just the story, with the main thing is the story.
Well, the manga's way beyond that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's way beyond that. It's way ahead. I don't know what I've read some of the chapters. There's so much more of that manga that it's still going on. It's not caught up yet.
Okay,
which is great. Which is great. I like.
Yeah,
it. I like
definitely.
It. Yeah. So yeah, Dandadan season 2. I mean. Full review right here, guys. Thanks for watching. You got anything else?
No.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.